criticized, when I was ostracized, when I was jazzercised, staking kidney pies, when I was modernized, when I was circumcised. Daddy wasn't there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pop Quiz 2. My name is Andrew Redwood. I'm alongside Vinny Fig, and we got a great night of action. We're going to take a look at a couple of the matches here tonight. Of course, we have ourselves the debut of Gabriel Suarez and Ken Bishop as they're going to be facing off one-on-one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have tag team action. The big boys are going 2-on-2 against the debuting Jug Season.
Yeah, it's looking to be a fantastic match. And of course, later on in the night, we're going to see Lexander Jr. face off against a mystery opponent. That's looking like it could be a fantastic matchup.
One of the most anticipated stars in ABC, John Antipode, is going to go up against Costas Stapleton, accompanied by Mallory. But first, we are getting right into fatal four-way action. Skater Punk Scotty and Douglas Ford are already in the ring, and the other two men make their way. This one being the lethal and violent Diego Splitter out of the Duco Dojo.
Yeah, here comes Splitter out of the Duco Dojo. Of course, this matchup is looking to be a big one. Fatal four-way action. All four men in this matchup were members of Pop Quiz 1, picking up victories. That being Diego Splitter, Skater Punk Scotty, Douglas Ford, and Amir Omega. But here, coming out to the ring right now, is Diego Splitter. Splitter, of course, Go on.
I'm going to make my pick early. I'm going to make my pick right now. It's got to be Diego Splitter. You've got Douglas Ford. He's a big guy. He's a big guy, and he's got experience. And then you got Skater Punk Scotty. I'm sorry, Skater Punk Scotty, he does not stand a chance in this violent pool of sharks that is this fatal four-way contest. The experience and the tenacity of Amir Omega is going to play a part, but we've never seen anything quite like Diego Splitter.
Yeah, I am 100% confident with that statement that Diego Splitter is going to come out of this with a potential victory. Splitter, of course, had a dominating match against Soldado at Pop Quiz 1. Barely let Soldado get any sort of offense. The only person who I really think stands a chance at potentially picking up the victory is Douglas Ford. But we saw how Douglas Ford fared against AJ King, and even though it was at some points a 2-on-1 affair, Douglas Ford still looked as if at sometimes he struggled even in the 1-on-1. But now, Splitter in the ring here. Scotty and Douglas Ford waiting on the outside as we await the last member of this matchup, that being Amir Omega.
Always an entrance to feast before your very eyes. This man now being known as the mid-card demon.
Yeah, Amir Omega going to be making his way out to the ring here tonight. Omega, of course, has been a long-running staple in the industry for some time. Of course, had a great time in ESC before its eventual shutdown. But now here tonight, we are going to see him in fatal four-way action here as he makes his way out to the ring. Of course, Amir Omega picked up a huge victory over Ryan Gates at Pop Quiz 1, and here tonight looking to get himself another big victory by taking out 3 incredible competitors, or I should say 2, and maybe a half if we're counting Skater Punk Scotty.
But, of course, Andrew, we cannot forget the stakes of this contest. The winner.
This is a huge matchup. Winner of this matchup is going to get to face DeMarcus Bowden for the World Championship tonight. That is such a big time deal.
What a great way to jumpstart your career in ABC by possibly winning the ABC Championship. We saw DeMarcus Bowden go one-on-one against Kelly Kidd in the main event of Pop Quiz 1. DeMarcus, of course, successfully defending Shooter Key Dynasty's plan to dethrone him, not coming through here. But I think that's why he's created this matchup, to see who the best of the best really is. And here are the ways that the people in this contest won their way into this matchup. Of course,
Skater Punk Scotty gained himself a contract. Diego Splitter with that vicious spinal shatter, a huge power bomb, and then, of course, that beautiful last shot kick, picking up the victory for Amir Omega.
Match is underway. Bell has rung.
We see Diego Splitter immediately going after the bigger Douglas Ford as Skater Punk Scotty and Amir Omega going to face off here. Is Scotty going to get the counter off as well as Diego Splitter? And Scotty with a nice couple punches before getting countered here. It's now Diego going to get hit himself here. Most damage I think I've seen Diego Splitter ever take in a matchup.
If it's going to be by anybody, it's got to be by Douglas Ford. I mean,
Most
the size
definitely.
alone.
Wait a minute. Amir Omega lawn dart. Quick into this matchup and already seeing some high impact moves.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Omega now turns his attention to Douglas Ford, maybe trying to steal one here. If I'm correct, this is a one-fall triple fatal four-way matchup.
That is correct. And we know just as well as the next guy that fatal four-way contests are always chaos. They're almost impossible to call, but if there's going to be a contest with any four men. And look at this. Look at this. Douglas Ford getting the beat down.
Brilliant. All three men significantly smaller than Douglas Ford, and that's saying something, seeing as if how big Diego Splitter is compared to the other two men. But now we're seeing a little bit of collusion here. Is now it seems as if Diego Splitter kind of went after Amir Omega there, but still going to just let the fight go after Diego Splitter. It's a nice Russian leg sweep there by Skater Punk Scotty. Is now Splitter going to slam Ford's head into the mat.
I can only imagine when you're in the moment. You don't really see the threat in front of you that is Diego Splitter. You see the size of Douglas Ford, and that is what you target.
A lot of people instantly move off of instinct, and instead of going for the people who could potentially be better, like skillfully, they're gonna go after the biggest target. Of course, that is Douglas Ford for this matchup. It's a nice move by Diego Splitter, and then a nice move by Amir Omega to follow. It looked like a springboard senton is now. Wait a minute, might be looking at a little tag team move here. Is going to look to suplex the big man and connect with it. And Ford sent out of the ring, and now we're down to two, that being Diego Splitter and Amir Omega. But Scotty quick to get in the ring here.
What is Scotty going to do?
Wow. Scotty's going to go at him here. I was about to bring up how this could be easily a main event for any show, that being Amir Omega and Diego Splitter. But Scotty was quick to thwart that from happening, and some huge strikes here from Scotty.
I have a feeling that
Amir Omega. What a move there by Scotty.
I have a feeling that Amir Omega and Diego Splitter are going to be a thorn in each other's side in this contest. Douglas Ford!
I could definitely see that being the case. Amir Omega, like he's been trying to card himself as the mid-card demon, is going to want to take out who could potentially be the biggest threat. Now that he's seen a little bit of what Diego Splitter can do, I think that those two men are potentially, like you said, going to be a thorn in each other's side. But now, nice counter here by Douglas Ford. But that also could potentially work well for the other two men in this matchup if they're kind of focused on each other. That just being because, oh my God, that just being because it could lead to an advantage. If they're too distracted with each other, we could get something like this. Is Scotty trying to steal one here, too? And a break up there by Diego Splitter. Man, what a potential easy night that could have been for DeMarcus Bowden if Skater Punk Scotty would have snuck away with a victory right there.
Not to take away from the contest, but everyone in ABC is relatively new to wrestling, and they're all trying to find their way. But ironically enough, Amir Omega, a wrestling veteran, is also trying to find his way.
Yeah, Amir Omega, a lot of the time while he was in ESC, was kind of overshadowed with Caleb Bowden, and that's no disrespect to Amir Omega. He had a fantastic run in ESC, but a lot of the time he was just kind of known as the second-hand man in So I See Goon Squad. But here's Scotty!
No.
Oh, went for a stage dive and just crashed and burned, somehow making his way up to his feet here.
Who else but Skater Punk Scotty? Gotta love the kid.
It's what a move there by Diego Splitter. Might be able to steal the victory here. The other two men distracted with each other, but a kick out by Douglas Ford.
That could have been it very well right there. Wait a minute. Diego. Wow. Oh, dear God.
Diego could potentially... Oh, nice counter there by Douglas Ford. We could have been seeing a spinal shatter and or a spinal fracture coming right there. As Douglas Ford, the big man, leaped from the middle rope with a senton. Meanwhile, Skater Punk Scotty's got something planned here. Some huge strikes on the barricade here. And Scotty's feeling it, going to go up to the top rope here, and this could only lead to bad things. But for who? As Scotty going to turn his attention to Amir Omega. He's just waiting for him to get up here, and instead just makes a positive out of a negative and takes out Diego Splitter. Looked a little lost there for a second, but still made the most of it. Is now a dropkick going to send Douglas Ford down, and now here we go. These two men finally actually getting a chance to go after each other here. Of course, last time was intercepted by Skater Punk Scotty running into the ring. But what is Diego Splitter going to look to do here? As a counter here by Amir Omega. And a nice punch to the face there. Oh, now he gets taken down by Douglas Ford. And a huge front drop kick as Amir Omega to the top rope. What is he
looking to do?
As Amir Omega, another huge front drop kick. And Skater Punk Scotty going to make use of the no disqualification ruling for a fatal 4-way as he brings a chair to the ring. And a kick flip.
This could very well be the turning point in the contest where Skater Punk Scotty becomes a threat. I mean, a chair is a chair is a chair.
I believe I'm about to say this. Wait a minute, Punk Rocker dropper from Skater Punk Scotty. Could we be seeing him move on to the main event? One, of course, no rope break here. And Diego Splitter breaks it up last second again. Savior of this matchup so far has been Diego Splitter. He's had 2 different breakups here. As now a nice rib buster there by Douglas Ford. We see Scotty and Amir Omega starting to stir here, but only for the moment as Douglas Ford sends Scotty down. Yes, now, wait a minute.
Oh, no.
Douglas Ford gonna launch Amir Omega out of the ring, and Ford gets out of the way of what could have been a big move by Diego Splitter. Is now, wait a minute, what does Diego have planned here? Got him up fireman's carry position, gonna bring him into powerbomb, and oh, no.
Scotty! No, Scotty! Oh, my God!
I saw him walk towards those ropes, and for a second got scared. We're about to see another spinal shatter.
Well, Scotty's spine has to be shattered.
Douglas Ford. Oh, what a move right there. Thought he might have been looking for the high cross, but did not end up going for it. But a brilliant break up there by Amir Omega. Rolled into the ring and just kind of pushed Douglas Ford out of the way. Now, wait a minute. You can see Amir Omega targeting the leg here, Diego Splitter. Maybe trying to cause him to stop. Well, maybe trying to stop him from getting any sort of leverage if he's going to go for a spinal fracture or shatter. But wait a minute. Scotty did a top rope here. And Amir
looking to
quick note of that. But Amir Omega ends up not succeeding in taking out Scotty. Instead, allows Scotty to take out Diego Splitter.
Leaping right over Amir Omega.
And now, wait a minute, a counter here by Skater Punk Scotty into a dragon suplex. Where did Scotty learn how to do one of those?
I don't know. He must have been training. I don't know where he's been training because it's not been the ABC school.
Listed as an exploder into the corner there. As now, wait a minute, another kick flip to Amir Omega. Second kickflip of the match, both going towards Amir Omega. And Jesus, Douglas Ford quick to take out Scotty there. That's another huge boot. But wait a minute, Diego Splitter with a ripcord lariat taking down Douglas Ford. And wait a minute, here we go.
Oh no, not to the big man.
Position, no way.
Oh dear God.
Oh my God. Final shatter, and that's got to be it for Douglas Ford, at least for the rest of the night.
If Diego can get Amir out of the ring, he could pin Douglas Ford and win this contest right now.
Wait a minute. Both of these men just targeting Douglas Ford here, who's already dealt with enough damage from a spinal shatter. Is now, wait a minute, Amir Omega gonna look to take advantage with a huge enziguri. As now, wait a minute, this might be a great scenario for Amir Omega. Everybody's out of the ring except for him and Douglas Ford. Amir Omega, last shot, not going to connect. And now a big punch here. And goes for a back elbows now. Wait a minute, Douglas Ford. Reverse suplex, but he's got to watch out. Skater Punk Scotty in the ring.
Oh,
Scotty
no.
Take advantage. As a roll up.
No.
A rope break is called. I stand corrected from my earlier statement of roll-ups not mattering in a fatal 4-way matchup due to the no DQ rule and the rope break called right there.
Yeah, luckily for Douglas Ford, he was able to find the ropes there. But his spine, I mean, Douglas Ford, he's got to be messed up.
I can't believe he's standing right now, let alone trying to fight us now. Wait a minute, Douglas Ford. Just some big strikes here to Scotty. As now he's going to get him up, and a nice rib buster once again. As now, wait a minute, nice backflip kick there by Amir Omega. Off the ropes, he's going to look to go. But a nice counter. Diego Splitter with a huge arm drag is a nice maneuver as well there by Douglas Ford. Senton! They teach about everything there. As now, wait a minute. Another
Oh,
senton
wow.
by Douglas to Skater Punk Scotty. And
Going
off the
for a
ropes
third.
he's gonna go. And a third connects. A trifecta of senton. Oh, but immediately chopped down there by Diego. It's going to send Douglas out of the ring there. Definitely in a lot of pain. Has dealt with a spinal shatter and then a chop block to the front of the leg. Now Diego just going to chop.
Oh, last shot. That's
yeah,
it.
last
For
shot
the cover,
out of
that's
nowhere.
the end of the match.
One, two.
Two.
Miro Omega out of nowhere, but not enough to get the 3.
We were seconds away from Amir Omega versus DeMarcus Foden being the main event tonight.
That would have been such a big matchup, but nice show of resiliency there by Diego Splitter. Is now, wait a minute, what does Amir have planned here? Oh, wait a minute, might be looking to lock him into some sort of submission hold here. Of course, can't hold this long, only for about a count of 5. Of course, we saw a rope break earlier, so I would assume those rules still apply. As now Amir Omega just a big kick, and Scotty trying to fight Douglas Ford here. As now, ref goes down.
Accidentally takes
Scotty
out the ref there, maybe on purpose. We don't know.
Scotty doesn't know even.
Oh my
nice
God!
suplex and Amir with a huge maneuver. You see a lot of the focus, like you said, from Amir Omega has been on Diego Splitter as of recent. So it seems as if your prediction may have come true. As right now Diego Splitter with a counter and Douglas Ford just having his way with Skater Punk. Scotty is off the ropes. He's gonna go, and a nice spine buster.
I don't like that. Douglas has Scotty isolated in the ring while Amir and Diego are distracted on the outside.
It feels like Douglas Ford could potentially sneak away with the victory. I feel like one Ricola bomb could be enough to send Scotty packing, which could be absolutely incredible, seeing as if the shape that Douglas Ford is potentially in.
But I think that the wherewithal between the two men on the outside would prevent that from happening.
Amir Omega and Diego Splitter. I mean, Amir Omega's got so many smarts from just being in the business for so long. And, of course, Diego Splitter being taught by one of the best in Duco. So you got to think both of them have well enough awareness to realize when a pinfall is potentially about to happen and when to take the advantages. They're still brawling on the outside. Meanwhile, Douglas Ford is having a great time right now with Skater Punk Scotty. These two men starting to brawl up on the ramp here and continuing to go at it. Is now some huge strikes back and forth. Of course, camera's focused on this right now. Not necessarily sure what's going on in the ring. As a super kick there by Amir Omega. Now a nice counter here by Diego Splitter. We're going to head back to the ring here, and wait a minute. Here we go.
My God.
Douglas Ford taking advantage.
This is it.
Ricola bomb. Ricola bomb. 1, 2, 3. Douglas Ford steals 1. What a win for Douglas Ford against all odds after taking a spinal shatter. Picks up the victory.
Of course, we can't forget about the resilient effort of the other men in this contest.
That spinal shatter.
Wow, that is not going to bode him well in the main event.
Most definitely not. Definitely going to be very battle damage as Douglas Ford heads to your main event to fight DeMarcus Foden, which is definitely going to look like a potential David and Goliath matchup. Douglas Ford, big victory.
I'm definitely going to have to get with Douglas Ford backstage after the next contest.
Yeah, of course, speaking of that next contest, we've got a big-time matchup, a tale of 2 debuts, as we are going to see Gabriel Suarez from the Duco Dojo taking on Ken Bishop.
And, of course, here comes the first man in this matchup, Gabriel Suarez. Andrew, you know quite a bit about Gabriel Suarez. Why don't you give us a little insight on what Gabriel intends to do here in ABC?
Yeah, of course. So, Gabriel Suarez, of course, kind of made his claim to fame by being the first ever graduate of the Duco Dojo. Of course, making his debut in ESC alongside former tag team partner Austin Monroe and the tag team known as Latino Luxury. They were quick to take the tag team champions from AJ King and Tyler Rush, that being the tag team of Gold Rush. After losing the titles, though, Suarez kind of stayed in the lower card for a little bit before deciding to take a little bit of a leave of absence in ESC. He went back and trained with Duco and helped after a little bit scout some of the new people for the Duco Dojo like BAD and of course, the fantastic Diego Splitter. Now, though, looking to change his ways, get back into those winning categories, and Suarez here now is finally trying to show some singles prowess after being mostly a tag team competitor for his career.
I mean, having someone like Duco Zhang at your back and Diego Splitter at your side, it only spells great things for someone named Gabriel Suarez in ABC. He's got so much backing that even if he's a terrible wrestler, he still has promise, and he's not a terrible wrestler by any means, and we'll find that out when he faces Ken Bishop.
As Suarez is in the ring, this is setting up to be a very entertaining match between two great competitors. As Suarez in the ring, we just await his opponent, that being Ken Bishop.
One of the best things about Ken Bishop is this theme song and his very charismatic entrance.
Yeah, both this theme song and then just how much good friend of the show and sometimes commentator Jim Something hated this man on ESEX. Of course, Bishop making his debut in ESEX, the hardcore show for ESE. Bishop was quickly touted by both Jim Something and Jim Justice, the two commentators, as the king of their ass, and the fact that he was killing the damn business, which I kind of think is a little disrespectful for Ken Bishop, who is an absolutely impeccable wrestler, very charismatic, and here tonight and right now going to show it.
And ladies and gentlemen, this matchup is going to be one to watch, but we're going to go to commercial break. We'll be right back with you for ABC Pop Quiz 2.
Alrighty, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Matchup underway. Bishop versus Suarez as these two men going to square off. But wait a minute, Ken Bishop going to head outside of the ring here. Maybe just try to size up Gabriel Suarez from the outside here. Get a good look at his opponent here.
And this is typical Ken Bishop. He is not one to immediately go right into a fist fight.
A tie-up. It's going to be Suarez getting the advantage quick. And oh, nice waist lock here, and going to wrench in on it a couple times before just letting go. And now the two men going to call an elbow tie up once again. It's now, wait a minute, Ken Bishop going to push Suarez up against the ropes here. Will we see a clean break here? This referee gets in between him, and Suarez with a slap to the face. Bishop trying to get up in the face of Suarez, and an eye poke to follow up, and then a huge heel kick for Suarez. A great use of the tactics that Duco has definitely taught him. Using the eye poke to great effect after a cheap shot, but got a little confident there, and it could cost him here. Roll up, 1, 2, no, only gets a 1 count here.
I want to point something out.
Oh,
wow. I want to point something out. Ken Bishop, wow. Ken Bishop is by no means a clean wrestler.
But kick out again.
Yeah, Ken Bishop, he's by no means a clean wrestler, but the fans adore him. I mean, there was a campaign to get Ken Bishop signed to ABC, and Shooter Key Dynasty pulled the trigger, no pun intended.
Yeah, it's now, wait a minute, Gabriel Suarez is going to look to go under here. And now Gabriel Suarez is going to go over, as Suarez now got him for a huge DDT. Yeah, of course, Ken Bishop was, for the short time he was in ESC, both X and normal, was very much a prolific figure, and people liked either watching him get beat. Oh,
wow.
Beautiful flapjack. Either enjoyed watching him get beat up or just liked watching him wrestle. And like you said, there was a huge following in getting him here in ABC, and luckily we got him before somebody else tried to scoop him up, because it would be a huge loss for ABC if we weren't able to connect a contract here with Ken Bishop as a cover 1, 2, first 2 count of the match. But
ABC is a perfect place for new talent and talent with unfinished business, and both of these men have unfinished business in the wrestling industry.
Most definitely is. Now, wait a minute, Ken Bishop in trouble. Is a nice scoop slam there by Gabriel Suarez.
And let's not forget about that
ropes here. And oh, nice counter by Ken.
Let's not forget about that time clock up in the top right-hand corner. There's a 15-minute time limit on almost all these matches besides the main event, which has a 30-minute time limit. But these two men could very well go to a draw.
Yeah, most definitely. We saw one of the last times we saw Gabriel Suarez was in the last ever ESE Open, where he ended up picking up a huge victory. As nice dodge there by Gabriel Suarez, as now he's just going to connect with a huge flying shoulder block. But we've seen the resilience from both Gabriel Suarez and then, of course, from Ken Bishop having to deal with a hardcore division of ESE. So both of these men could easily go the full 15 minutes as Suarez into the cover here, but a rope break going to save Ken Bishop.
Yeah, and that very same Ultimate Open that Gabriel Suarez competed in on the last ESC show ever is on the ABC YouTube channel. You can find it in the link in the description.
Now, wait a minute. Suarez just going to go into a nice face lock here. Saw a collar and elbow tie up earlier, but we didn't really see any chain wrestling out of it after the cheap shot and then eye poke by Gabriel Suarez. So our first chance to really get to see any sort of offense here and maybe some sort of nice wrestling counter from Ken Bishop as he's trying to get back up to his feet here. He's going to do just that, and a big elbow to the stomach and try to get the advantage, is able to get out of the headlock, but instantly caught with another spinning heel kick by Gabriel Suarez.
Gabriel Suarez is very, very confident in his abilities, as you can see throughout this contest. He takes his time, but he stays on top of Ken Bishop.
I would be confident too if I had if I had a former world champion and Hall of Famer Nduko training me. As you can see, Bishop trying to get a counter here, but he gets caught with a double foot stomp from the top rope by Gabriel Suarez there.
Who knows, Andrew? Maybe in another weird life or weird universe, you are Gabriel Suarez. You know, you never know what kind of thing is out there.
I mean, hey, if it helped my fighting abilities from everybody that I got attacked from backstage, it would be great.
Yeah, I'm definitely glad I wasn't in ESC during that time period.
Another huge chin lock here by Gabriel Suarez, just locking this in tight here. And you can see Ken too far away from the ropes to try to get a rope break. And Suarez just going to slam his face down. Now, wait a minute. Gabriel Suarez to the top rope. He's going to go here. That's Suarez calling up Ken Bishop here. What does he have planned? As a nice drop kick there by Gabriel Suarez. That's now Suarez' big chop, followed by a kick, and another kick right there to Ken Bishop. Suarez currently in this matchup has had a lot of the advantage here. The big kicks here to follow up, and now just some huge strikes in the corner.
Yeah, this is definitely something Duco's taught him. He's wearing down Ken Bishop to a T. He's not going for pinfalls. He's not going for submissions. He is just destroying Ken Bishop. Here we go.
A great just strategy here by Gabriel Suarez is a kick out there by Ken. Suarez has just been on top of it since that double foot stomp in the corner earlier. He locked him into a chin lock and just kind of weared him down, made him try to think he was going to get a counter off, and then immediately was able to release the hold. And now he's going to go right back into another submission here, this time being a tequila armbar. Going to wrench this in tight here. He's got this locked in. See Ken Bishop trying to find a way to counter out of it here. And he's going to do just that. Way to go as he's just going to roll out. As now, wait a minute, Gabriel Suarez back to the attack, though. Another eye poke.
The referee does nothing about it. I mean, what kind of wrestling match is this?
This is just incredible here by Gabriel Suarez. Has stayed on the attack for so long, even after getting countered by Ken Bishop there. Was so quick to find an answer with that elbow and then the eye poke. Now, wait a minute. A nice drop kick to the head.
The fans, you can just hear them. They are supremely displeased with this display.
Beautiful armbar here after the tequila armbar earlier. Going to lock in a huge Fujiwara armbar. And he's wrenching this one in tight. See Ken just struggling to get out of it. And Gabriel Suarez once again going to use this strategy, make him think his opponent can get out of it, and then just going to release the hold. And you can see him going right back after this arm here. This is brilliant by Gabriel Suarez, just wearing down the arm.
Giving Ken Bishop no room to breathe here.
Most definitely not. Gabriel Suarez so methodical right now with his pace. It's a huge maneuver right there. And now, wait a minute. Here we go. Signature maneuver, Northern Lights, but not done.
Into a second.
And a second Northern Lights. 1, 2. Kick out by Ken Bishop, though. Suarez can't really believe it. Kind of trying to figure out what to do next. Calls him up to his feet. Big forearm to the face. It's now a kick to the leg here. Forearm to the face again. As now, wait a minute. Gabriel Suarez going to look for some high-impact offense here. Waiting for Ken Bishop to get up to his feet. And Gabriel Suarez off the ropes.
Whoa!
Cone Hilo.
Put that in a highlight reel. Gabriel Suarez just soared in the sky, and Ken Bishop doesn't even know where he's at.
Oh, throws him right into the commentary table.
Isn't there only 2 of us here?
I think the other one is the bell guy.
Okay, yeah, it's the bell guy.
That's Steve, I believe.
Steve, how you doing today, Steve?
I'm all right, man.
That was not Steve. That was you, Andrew.
I
don't
know.
why.
I just gave it a shot. We don't give him mics.
But anyway, Gabriel Suarez.
Gabriel Suarez now to the top rope here. And Suarez, going for a splash, and Ken finally gets a counter off. Ken finally showing signs of life with a huge clothesline right there. And here comes Ken Bishop. Some big stomps to Gabriel Suarez. Getting some payback for the absolute onslaught of offense we've seen from Suarez up to this point. And Ken's letting him have it here. Big punch in the corner. Another big punch. And a third punch, fourth punch, fifth punch, sixth. Whole punches right there. As now, wait a minute, Bishop firing himself up here as now a huge knee, and we'll be right back after a quick commercial break, ladies and gentlemen.
Huh?
No.
Oh.
No way. No. Oh. Red title. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Holy Grail tournament, Red Title, has returned to try to keep him too.
Alrighty, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. So far, it has been all Ken Bishop since the commercial break, and goes for a big boot. Commentator's curse here as Suarez looking to get the advantage. And wait a minute, Gabriel Suarez got him for a rolling undo-goer. A rolling undo-goer.
That's got to be the end.
1, 2, 3.
Wow.
No!
You saw how
kick out
close.
Last second by Ken Bishop.
The ref's hand was
Suarez
inches away.
can't believe it, into the cover once again, just maybe thinking he could maybe steal one there, but another kick out there by Ken Bishop is now Suarez trying to figure out what to do next here. It's now a big clothesline here by Gabriel Suarez, and another clothesline to follow as now a drop kick to send down Ken Bishop. As now, wait a minute, Gabriel Suarez looking to go off the ropes here, and Suarez playing a little mind games here. Pandering to Ken Bishop, just basically saying, hey, made you think so.
What is Ken Bishop doing?
Dodges a strike there, and now
that's
nicely done. Brilliant. Saw that Suarez was coming for him at the top rope there. Just jumped down to try to avoid any damage and still got the advantage with a huge elbow drop. Cover
nice
1, 2, and a kick out here from Suarez. Very close, though. Definitely caught him by surprise there with that one. Elbow drop came out of nowhere, and then that high pinfall right there almost sealed the deal and gave Ken Bishop a big victory there.
I didn't think.
By Ken. As what in the world is this? What a move!
Huge power move by Ken Bishop.
Bishop.
Man.
Suarez definitely dazed and confused right now.
Here it is.
Ken gonna look to make him into the cover. Might win it right here too. A kick out by Suarez.
Wow, how close did the ref's hand get to the mat there for a 3?
Both pinfall attempts after their finishing maneuvers have been so close, showing how just high impact those two moves are. There's now a nice drop kick by Suarez. It's now what Suarez got planned. We got about 3 minutes left on the clock here.
Yeah, Andrew, we do not have a lot of time left in this contest.
Suarez, nice maneuver. Most definitely not. So you're now going to think that both of these men could be a little worried about time and trying to find some finishing maneuvers here soon. Wait a minute. Just as I say that, here we go.
Capitalization.
Undo-goer into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Gabriel Suarez picking up a victory in his debut. We're going to take a look at some of this action here. There's that rolling undo-goer again. Saw that he got all of it. It was just a quick and easy 3 count for Suarez to pick up his first win here in ABC.
And look at this.
Proud
As if
victor.
Ken Bishop didn't give him enough offense. He's like he hasn't even been touched by Ken
Suarez
Bishop.
basically saying, hey, no big deal. Bring them all.
I'm going to
take
go
them
meet
all
Douglas
down.
Ford backstage. I'll be right back with you.
Yeah, of course, though. We got coming up here tonight a big-time matchup, 2-on-2, as we're going to see the Big Boys versus Jug Season.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Benny Fig, and we are backstage here at Pop Quiz Tour. We just witnessed a fantastic Fatal 4-Way contest between Douglas Ford, Diego Splitter, Amir Omega, and Skater Punk Scotty. Douglas, how does it feel to come out not only the victor of this Fatal 4-Way match, but to be going into a main event contest against DeMarcus Foden for the ABC World Championship?
It feels absolutely tremendous to be given this opportunity here in the ABC roster. Honestly, I mean, this was some hot competition in that 4-way match, and hot competition at the last Pop Quiz show. The AJ King and the Corvus Curse fellow. That's a pretty tough competition. And tonight, the Diego Splitter and Amir Omega, those were some pretty tough competition there. Man, I was really thankful to be able to get this opportunity to showcase my abilities, as I have more experience than some of these gentlemen on the roster. But yeah, I just really happy to be here.
Well, Douglas, you have had the odds stacked against you in every way since stepping foot into ABC. You had to ward off AJ King and Corvus Curse. You had to beat 3 other men just moments ago. And now in the same night, you have to wrestle for a world championship. What can we expect in this contest for Douglas Ford?
You can expect a lariat, and you can expect a powerbomb, and you can expect Shooter being happy because Douglas Ford takes that damn world title off that DeMarcus Foden fellow.
Douglas, thank you for joining me. We can't wait to see the main event.
Yep. Good being here.
Back to you guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here with the next matchup, and this is looking to be an exciting one, as we are going to see the debut of Jug Season, Cartier and Rolex facing off against the Big Boys. And here comes Jug Season making their way down to the ring. In case you were just joining us, my name is Andrew Redwood. Here soon, if he ever makes this long sprint back to the commentary table, I will be joined by Benny Fig. But here comes Jug Season making their way down to the ring for their debut. Of course, Jug Season, pair of twins, if not obvious. I've been hearing a lot about this thing known as twin magic. Not quite sure what it is or what to really expect, but we could potentially be seeing it here tonight. But there they are on the apron. Two men look very exciting to watch in that ring, and I'm very excited to see them in this debut matchup. Of course, they are going to have themselves a handful, as they are going to be facing off against the Big Boys.
Andrew, it's my pleasure to join you back.
Benny, it's good to see us. Here we go. Here come the Big Boys.
These 2 men were on Pop Quiz 1. Unfortunately, not... No, go ahead.
No, I was about to say, of course, faced off against the Sideshow.
Yeah, the Sideshow, a lethal team in our tag team division. However, they are not quite the same size as the Big Boys. The Big Boys, they're on the smaller end of the spectrum,
yeah.
And Jug Season is a little bit more their pace. So we'll see what happens when the Big Boys face a tag team that's a little bit more their speed.
Yeah, of course, the one problem, the reason why they ended up losing to the Sideshow was just how big Sunshine was compared to both Syrian Riley and St. Michael Barnett. So now that they, like you said, have someone a little bit their size, it could be a whole different story.
Absolutely. I'm excited to see what the Jug Season has to offer. They seem like a very confident duo, and I would be too, having a twin in the tag team division. I mean, that's got to be a huge advantage. But ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go to commercial break. We will be right back with Jug Season versus Big Boys.
Alrighty, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Tag team action underway. Syrian Riley quick to get the start here. Not quite sure which member of Jug Season it is in the ring right now.
I want to say
that's
Cartier, but honestly, your guess is as good as mine.
We'll say it's Cartier, and if we're wrong, we'll get told in the back later by Shooter.
I'm confident that's Cartier in the ring.
I am also confident, hopefully. But here we go, as Cartier looking to get some offense in. And wait a minute, counters here by both men. Is a huge head scissors here by Syrian Riley. Now, wait a minute.
Tossing him to the outside. This is not good.
This is big to start off this matchup. Syrian Riley from the top
big
crossbody. But wait a minute. Looks like Rolex going to head to the top here. And Rolex with a huge elbow from the top. But wait a minute. Michael Barnett. And we are going flying here at the start. As now Cartier gets thrown into the apron there. You see Syrian Riley quick to get back in the advantage. A huge knee right there. A lot of momentum into that knee.
This match became chaotic rather quickly.
Almost instantly. Now, wait a minute. Syrian looking to help out his friend here. And Michael Barnett is a nice combo right there between the big boys. Is now, wait a minute. Might have been a mistake there as Cartier with the advantage.
One. Oh, not even
a one. Of course, 15-minute time limit on this matchup like every other one except for that coveted main event, which we're going to see later on tonight. That, of course, being Douglas Ford versus DeMarcus Bodum for the title. But right now, we could be looking at two potential tag champions if we ever bring those in.
Yeah, I'm sure Shooter Key Dynasty will introduce Tag Team Championship. It was such a big part of top of the class.
Tag in here to Rolex, and a huge combo right there between Rolex and Cartier. As into the cover he goes. 1, 2, kick out.
Yeah, the Tag Team Championships were such a big part of top of the class, which was what really made Shooter Key Dynasty the CEO of ABC. What really made him special was his top of the class. So I'm sure he will introduce that to encourage our superstars.
Potentially, well, a lot of people would assume to be the best just faction in all of ESC was the top of the class. And you got to think, like you just said, that we could definitely be seeing tag championships soon. As a huge combo right there by Jug Season once again as Cartier tags back in here as a nice maneuver there to Syrian Riley, who so far up to this point has just been completely isolated.
Just did a backflip.
Yeah, that was quite incredible. I'm actually mesmerized by watching him do that. We have not seen Michael Barnett tagged into this matchup yet. It has been all Syrian Riley, and it's not been a good thing for the big boys. Kind of what we saw in their matchup against the Sideshow. Just isolation of one of the two big boys is a huge combo right there. And you can see Syrian trying to make his way over to the corner, but stopped by Rolex last second.
How could the referee possibly Wow. How could the referee possibly maintain control with a team like the Jug Season? I mean, you can't possibly know which one's the legal man.
I mean, it took us a good 15 seconds to figure out which one was which there for a second at the beginning, and I'm still getting confused every once in a while. As a huge move right there. What a combo is now, I believe it's Rolex in the ring, and he pulled off a backflip as well.
Wow.
Just an athletic team right here. An athletic duo of twins. As finally we're seeing some offense here from Syrian Riley as he's going to get an Irish up into the corner, and we're finally going to see the tag into St. Michael Barnett. Yes, indeed. We are. Michael Barnett in this ring, and wait a minute, here we go. Head scissors from the top to a power bomb into the cover here. 1, 2, a kick out at 1.
Wow. I'm honestly shocked that he kicked out at 1 there. I mean, that was a huge power bomb.
Yeah, that was a great combo of maneuvers. As now, wait a minute, Michael Barnett, big uppercut right there.
Of course, the big boys, the sons of the original big boys.
Very nice uppercut once again.
The original big boys took Michael Barnett and Syrian Riley into their backyard, threw them in a dusty, dirty, broken down ring, and taught them how to wrestle. And here they are in ABC.
What a
Wow!
move by Michael. One of my favorite quotes from anybody I've ever heard is Jim something telling me when we were talking about lore for the big boys. I took him in the backyard and told him to take a bump. That will forever be one of the funniest things I've ever heard. And right now, we are seeing a beautiful combo. No, a counter here by Michael Barnett.
What do you call that move, Andrew? The Barnett bottom?
I was thinking the Barnett end.
The Barnett end, okay. Here we are in the corner. Syrian Riley
wait a
gets the
minute.
tag back in. What is this? Oh!
Oh! Just threw him right into a knee and then a huge kick to the face. Just a vicious combo right there. Nothing pretty, just nothing flashy at all. Just two vicious strikes. Is now a huge arm bar in here. You can see now. Wait a minute. We might be looking at a breakup here. The counter was quick as now Cartier going to look to take advantage of this counter. And here we go. Referee's got to try to get in that ring and make a stop here. This is not legal.
Well, yeah, who is the legal man?
I'm fairly certain it's still Cartier. I don't think we've seen a tag recently, but it's hard to tell at all.
It really is. Genuinely, this match, I mean, they've got the Jug Season, no matter what the size their opponent
They have the
against.
advantage.
Yeah, they do.
Now, wait a minute.
Oh,
super kick with a
wow.
nice sidestep there by Cartier. And wait a minute, what is this? Referee distracted by Rolex. Cartier put out the brass knucks and knocked Syrian Riley out. And a 3.
Wow.
And off of the sneaky brass knuckle
serious?
shot. Jug Season with the victory. And here's another look at it.
Ooh.
Brilliant there by Jug Season.
Wow.
Absolutely brilliant. You can see how fired up Jug Season is to pick up that victory.
I'm happy for these guys, and I'm sure they're even happier picking up not only their first win, but in their first match in ABC. Look at that. They are confident. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. John Antipode, welcome to the office of Key Dynasty. What can I help you with today?
Oh, hey, hey, Key. I just came here to say thanks for putting me on the card. I mean, I wasn't on it for Pop Quiz 1, but I'm here now and semi-main event. I mean, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to fight. Thanks for the opportunity. This is great.
Well, John, I'm glad you're ready to go and you're ready to fight, but in all honesty, I mean, it's not you, John Antipode. It's Costas. I mean, have you seen the guy? He's a real wrestler. And sorry to say it, but that's the only reason you're as high up on the card as you are. I just had to find Costas an opponent, and since you weren't booked last time, I figured I'd throw you a bone.
Oh.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, if if you somehow manage to beat Costas, you'll definitely show me that you're worth something, and then we can do some more business in the future.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah.
I'll see myself out.
Yeah, hey, good luck tonight, bud.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and as you can see, Marco Ortiz already in the ring here, and we got ourselves a big match as Ortiz going to be facing off against the debuting Sin Nombre here tonight. I, of course, am Andrew Redwood. Alongside me is Benny Fig. Benny, I'm going to need you to do me a real quick solid. Tell me a little bit about this man coming out here, Sin Nombre.
Well, Sin Nombre is, as Marco Ortiz, is a man of mystery. Now, we know a little bit about Marco Ortiz. He was in ESC, competed in a few matches there, saw him in a lot of opens, but Sin Nombre, debut match in the pro wrestling world. Not only is this ABC debut, this is his first wrestling match ever.
Oh, wow.
And we don't know much about him, but we do know that he is straight from Mexico. This is a lucha match brought to you by the principal of ABC to entertain the fans, and we're hoping that we can entertain you with it.
We shall see. Sin Nombre definitely looks like a very exciting competitor. And if he's faced off against any, luchador like Mucha Lucha Marco Ortiz, then he is just fine. This should end up being a fantastic matchup here, as the bell has rung. This matchup is underway. So I'm going to collar and elbow tie up center of the ring here, with Ortiz getting the advantage. Nice headlock in here. Both men trying to fight for control here, and Marco Ortiz going to succeed in getting a nice drop down into a grounded headlock here, and a punch to the face.
And Sin Nombre was contacted to join the ABC training school. I was given that information earlier tonight, but he denied. He said he had a trainer already. We don't know who that man is.
Oh, wow. So Marco Ortiz Sin Nombre, is most definitely a man of mystery then, as once again a nice grounded headlock here, but a nice counter here by Sin Nombre. He's not going to reach in on this.
Of course, the mask.
Marco, very nice job getting out of that. As now both men going for strikes, swinging wildly, neither man able to connect, but now Marco Ortiz going to use some of that veteran instinct to get the advantage here. There's a nice drop kick there by Marco Ortiz.
Of course, the mask is part of lucha tradition. It is a sign of respect, and taking it off is a sign of disrespect, of course. So both of these men definitely going to be trying to keep their mask on tonight.
Yeah, and I would assume we would. Oh, wow! Vicious kick from Marco. Now what is Ortiz going to look to do? Heads up to the middle rope, going all the way up top here. And oh my goodness, early on, Spanish fly from the top rope into the cover here. 1, 2, early 2 count, but not enough to get the job done. A vicious maneuver early on in this matchup from Marco Ortiz.
Yeah, incredible athleticism from these two men.
Now, wait a minute. What is Marco Ortiz going to look to do here? Got him at the back of the mask here. Or
Here's a replay.
We got a replay. That's just a vicious Spanish fly. Came out of absolutely nowhere. As now, Sin Nombre able to take the advantage here. As Sin Nombre, huge Hurricane Rana. Now, wait a minute, Sin Nombre. Oh, goes for a leg drop. Can't really tell from my angle if he was able to connect with it or not. Still able to get up before Ortiz and catches him with a drop kick to the back. That's now, wait a minute, nice back elbow there by Sin Nombre, followed up by some more strikes here. Sin Nombre just kind of wailing away here at Marco Ortiz.
Ooh, big shoulder block. We were talking a little bit earlier tonight about the people in ABC and how you're either a brand new competitor or you're someone with unfinished business, and that is exactly what's happening in this matchup.
Very
Marco Ortiz has a lot of unfinished business in the wrestling world, and Sin Nombre is just trying to get his foot in the door. No pun intended.
Most definitely for Sin Nombre. Like you said, this is his first ever matchup. His very first debut, and here tonight he's showing a great deal of athleticism. Really is putting on a hell of a performance right now, taking it to a veteran in ESC, that being Marco Ortiz.
Yeah, absolutely. Sin Nombre.
What is Nombre looking to do here?
Very comfortable on the rope.
Nombre, beautiful neck breaker.
Wow. 1, 2.
And a kick out there, close but no cigar. Now, I do have a little report on most of the wrestlers here in ABC. And for Sin Nombre, like we've been kind of talking about, it's just a man of mystery, really. He doesn't really have any big pros or cons, and nobody's quite sure what his finisher is just yet. That's a big counter there by Marco Ortiz, though. Gonna pander to the crowd here. Might be looking to end this quick here. And, oh my goodness, Dr. Teeth there from Marco Ortiz.
Yeah, of course, we're going to definitely learn more about Sin Nombre as time goes on, but this being his first match,
not successful. Wow. Nice combo there by Marco, and both men are down.
And Sin Nombre back up before Marco.
Sin Nombre obviously showing a lot of resilience here, and wait a minute, what a beautiful unprettier right there. As now Sin Nombre off the ropes, he's gonna go, and a Shining Wizard connects. Now, wait a minute. Sin Nombre going to start attacking the leg here. Marco Ortiz before going up to the middle rope here. Might be looking for another one of these. Oh, huge elbow drops. Thought he might go for a leg drop for a second there, but I was very wrong. Sin Nombre obviously showing a wide and versatile moveset here, but a nice Slapped to the face by Marco. Maybe just trying to humble the young talent. As now, wait a minute, Marco Ortiz got him here for a rolling cutter, connects with it.
I should point out as well. Wait a minute, goes
Into
for
the
a cover
here, but
Oh,
a rope break.
I should point out as well, Marco Ortiz is not under contract. Similarly to who we saw on the last pop quiz, Soldado.
Yeah,
Both
and
of the
Sinead Fournier before that.
yeah, absolutely. But yeah, not under contract. But if he can impress Shooter, I'm
Wait a
sure
minute.
he
Marco
will
Ortiz
be.
off the ropes and a
Wow.
huge suicide dive.
Apologize, our camera didn't quite catch all of that, but you saw enough to know that Sin Nombre is down for the count, and Marco Ortiz looking to add insult.
Yes, double foot stomp from the top rope all the way to the outside. That move is vicious enough if it's from the top rope under the inside of the ring, but all the way to the outside, so much more force coming down under the chest of Sin Nombre. And now overshoots it a little bit there. Went for a springboard cutter, was not successful there. Sin Nombre just a little too close. Miscalculation there could be costly for Marco Ortiz.
Both of the men caught at the same time, though. It took a little bit for Sin Nombre to get out of his daze there.
I mean, understandably so. This is his first matchup, not really aware of how hard some of these people are striking.
What is Sin Nombre looking to do here?
Wow! A huge maneuver. Springboard Hurricane Rana. Referee was out of 6 count until about a second ago from that springboard Hurricane Rana, bringing it back down, resetting the count here. And Sin Nombre is fired up.
The crowd seems to be firmly behind Sin Nombre in this contest.
I mean, I would be too. I mean, Sin Nombre is definitely impressed here. A lot of people, when they first are debuting, are very iffy just because of how green they can be. But Sin Nombre is proving himself here tonight.
Yeah, whoever his trainer is definitely done a great job. He probably benefits more from being with that person than learning the American style here in ABC.
Yeah, most definitely is. Now, wait a minute. What is Sin Nombre looking to do? Lifts
oh my
him
gosh.
up foot here.
Whoa!
Jesus, what a spinning back kick into the cover here. 1, 2. Oh, a kick out there by Marco Ortiz. After a vicious kick to the face is now, wait a minute, what is Sin Nombre looking to do here? Big forearm to the face, followed up by a strike there, but now going to get countered here by Marco Ortiz, who's going to throw him off the ropes. And what is Ortiz got planned? Huge corkscrew maneuver.
Marco Ortiz finally getting control back in this matchup.
Back. It hasn't had control since that miscalculation from the springboard cutter, really. Now finally trying to show some signs of life as a huge spinning back kick of his own here. And now Marco Ortiz could be looking to end this matchup. Got him.
Oh my God.
For a rolling cutter. Into the cover here. No rope break. 1, 2. No, a kick out from Sin Nombre. What a great show of resilience from Nombre.
Absolutely, that was a devastating
now, wait a minute,
maneuver.
Nombre's up here, kick to the gut. As now, wait a minute, Marco Ortiz instantly stopping that action.
Take another
there.
look
at this move right here, catches him, and another just huge rolling cutter right
driving
there. Sin Nombre, huge maneuver though, out of nowhere. We focus on that replay and not enough on Sin Nombre, who's looking to end it right here. Maybe got him for another one of these vicious spinning back kicks.
Now wait a minute, he's not done.
Calling for the end here.
We're finally going to find out what his finisher is.
Got him up for a huge sit-out powerbomb. 1, 2, 3, and Sin Nombre picks up his first ever victory here in ABC. What a win for Nombre. And look at this vicious spinning back kick here. Just, oh my gosh. That, of course, ended it with this huge spinning sit-out power bomb. And that move was enough to pick up his first ever win.
And a huge win for him here it is, indeed. His first match. It's on Pop Quiz 2 and against Marco Ortiz, someone we're familiar with.
And Sin Nombre definitely Really excited about this. It's a huge victory for him over a very well-seasoned opponent. Very excited to see this young man get a big opportunity like that.
Oh, wait a minute.
Number of celebration getting cut a little short here. We know Alexander Jr. is going to be facing a mystery opponent here tonight. Might be looking to just go ahead and get ready for that matchup, as here he comes making his way down to the ring and in his gear. So he's just looking to get this over and done with as quick as possible.
This man truly believes he is the hero of ABC. No problem cutting off Sin Nombre's victory short. That's kind of a nice cape. I'm not gonna lie. It's a pretty nice cape.
Very cool.
But
very that he is the hero. And many people, I think, would believe he's potentially one of the villains.
Yeah, I tend to think so. But a huge win he picked up against Avery Irvin at Pop Quiz 1. So we'll see what a mystery opponent has in store for him.
Fantastic matchup here tonight. Well, that was a fantastic matchup at Pop Quiz 1 between him and Avery Irvin. He's here tonight looking to make it 100% at Pop Quizzes. 2 wins to 0 losses. Of course, was in the first ever ESC matchup. Ended up losing that, but hasn't really lost since. Xander Jr. in the ring here. Looks like he might be calling for a microphone here. Let's hear what you guys say.
My name is Alexander Jr.
All right, fine. Cut the bullshit. I want to dismantle the LXTP, so I want the LXTP to send out their best student to face me one-on-one in this ring.
Oh, Xander has made his point clear. Wants to fight the best LXTP student, and he's gonna get just that.
No way.
No way.
You are kidding me. On ABC? On Pop Quiz 2?
I thought we were done hearing this music when ESC ended.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't recognize this music, you are in for a spectacle.
Treat. Alexander Jr. has, for a while since debuting, has wanted nothing more than to dismantle his father's legacy, that being the LXTP. But it might all be over and done with here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, or should I say, ladies and gentlemen,
wow.
Aaron Slade is in ABC. Oh my goodness.
This is quite possibly the biggest star any of us have ever seen before our eyes.
And especially here with ABC. I mean, there's a lot of big names in the making with ABC, but this is the biggest name to come to ABC yet.
The stock in ABC has just risen. Skyrocketed even.
Goodness.
I'm sure Shooter Key Dynasty is wringing his hands backstage right now watching.
What an incredible signing for ABC.
And what an incredible obstacle for Alexander Jr. tonight.
No.
We're really going to find out what kind of worker, what kind of wrestler, what kind of fighter Alexander Jr. is against Aaron Slade.
And you got to think that when Alexander pulled out that challenge, he was expecting one of the newer people for the LXTP. Maybe he would have gotten another matchup against Avery Irvin or just any of the other people coming out of the Alexander training program. But I think the last person he expected was Aaron Slade. Former ESC World Champion is in the building here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. Matchup underway. As Aaron Slade, quick to get the attack in here, is a huge knee.
Xander Smart rolls out
to get out of the ring, but here comes Aaron Slade.
Oh my God!
A huge German suplex, and Slade is so quick on the offensive, and a huge clothesline to follow it. Aaron Slade not letting off the gas even a bit into the cover here, and I wouldn't be shocked if that's a 3 count. 2, gets an early 2, only about 30 seconds into this matchup here. That's a nice enziguri there for Alexander Jr.
Yeah, and you said that this could stop Alexander Jr.'s siege of the LXTP, but if Alexander Jr. is able to pick up the win against Aaron Slade tonight,
it's just going to make his stock even higher.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's Alexander Jr., a beautiful maneuver right there. We talked about when Aaron Slade was coming out, the stock of ABC rising by having this sort of signing to our company, but imagine the stock of Alexander if he's able to beat a former ESC world champion here tonight. I don't think there's anything stopping him if he's able to beat Aaron Slade here. But Slade right now, a huge maneuver, going to send Xander Jr. down. Cover 1, 2, kick out.
This man, Aaron Slade, competed in the last match in ESC against a man that we're all far too familiar with and far too uncomfortable speaking about. Unsuccessful unsuccessful in beating that man. However, he did take him to his limit.
Jeez, what a nice knee right there. I throughout a lot of my journey in professional wrestling, whether it was me interviewing people and or finally getting the opportunity to commentate, have been watching Aaron Slade compete since I was a kid, and to see him in ABC right now is insane.
Alexander Jr.
Got the distinct pleasure of getting to watch him win his first ever world championship, taking it off of Caleb Voden, and now here tonight we're getting to see him face off against the new breed. That's a huge hip toss right there.
It's been a long time since we've seen Aaron Slade in a match like this. I mean, at some point in ESC, he was designated to only high-profile matches, and not that this isn't high-profile in its own right.
Over. It's now, nice counter though there by Alexander Jr. I mean, this is definitely a high-profile matchup. Not even just, I mean, it's definitely one way more for Alexander Jr. just because of who he's in that ring against. But you got to think now, there's going to be a lot of people, if Aaron Slade is here to stay and this isn't a one-off matchup, there's going to be a lot of people trying to potentially pick up a victory against Aaron Slade and get their name skyrocketed in the atmosphere. It's a nice enziguri once again there by Alexander Jr.
I'm curious. Oh, and look at this.
He's trying to make a mockery of what his father helped create.
I'm curious if Aaron Slade, and oh my God,
nice.
I'm curious if Aaron Slade feels a sense of responsibility here. I mean, we know how close Aaron Slade and Alexander Sr. were. I wonder if he's attempting to take on a role of responsibility here with Alexander Jr.
Yeah, it's Alexander Jr. Oh, goes for some sort of what looked to be maybe a diving neck breaker and got none of it. Is now Aaron Slade awaiting him to get up to his feet here. And what does Aaron Slade have planned? He's going to run straight for Xander Jr. Just shoulder thrusts him off the apron.
Calling him up on the outside. This cannot be good.
Oh my goodness! What a move by Aaron Slade. That's now, wait a minute. Aaron Slade now to the top rope. Here we go. What does Aaron Slade have planned here? As he's going to turn around and, whoa, goes for a big twisting maneuver right there. Was not successful. Then once again, Alexander Jr. wiping the mud off his boots.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been officially announced. The main event tonight, of course, will be DeMarcus Voden defending the ABC Championship against the winner of the opening contest tonight, Douglas Ford. It's a huge main event. Don't miss it. Wait to the end. 30-minute time limit. ABC Championship. Pop quiz too. But now, of course, back to the matchup. Alexander Jr. versus Aaron Slade.
Alexander Jr. got the advantage right now and gonna throw Aaron Slade over the ropes here. And wait a minute. What is Alexander Jr. got planned? He throws him right into our announce table here. And oh my goodness, what a kick!
Wow.
That was vicious. Just drop kicked him while he was perched against our table there.
Oh
and now a
my.
slingshot spear.
Xander Jr. a lot more agile than his father.
Yeah, most definitely Xander Sr.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, here we go. Got him in that Boston Crab here. Got this locked in tight. And Aaron Slade inches away from potentially tapping out right there.
But Aaron Slade has turned him around and kicks him off.
Very nice. Of course, Xander Sr., like you said, was not as agile as his son. Was very much more of just a technical master. And every once in a while, maybe throw out like a little agile move, but it was not his bread and butter. And it seems as if it's the complete opposite for Lex Xander Jr. Loves to use his agility whenever he can. Here is now, wait a minute, nice knee right there by Aaron Slade.
Throws him into the guardrail. Once again, throwing him into the guardrail.
That's now what is... Oh, huge uppercut. And what in the world is he got?
Oh, no.
Just going to sling him into the barricade. Right into that steel guardrail. Vicious maneuver by Slade. His referee had a count of 7 here. But Slade here going to look to put him back in the ring. What is Aaron Slade going to look to do next here as he heads in the ring himself? Yes, now, wait a minute. Slade dragging him somewhat to the center of the ring here. And got him in a figure 4 position. We're going to bring it into a sharpshooter here.
Oh, my goodness.
Figure 4 sharpshooter locked in. Both a lot of strain on the back and the legs, but Xander Jr. quick to get out of it here. Now, wait a minute. Nice drop kick there by Lex Xander Jr. Pandering to the crowd here. Very fired up.
I mean, Aaron Slade's reeling. Lex Xander Jr. has got him where he wants him.
Oh, wait a minute. We saw beautiful maneuver before that huge monkey flip there. That's now a nice elbow drop. You know, wait a minute, another big elbow drop. I don't really like to see people being extremely cocky in that ring, taunting the fans whenever they have the opportunity. But when you are Lex Xander Jr. and you were doing what you're doing right now to Aaron Slade,
yeah,
I gotta give you the benefit of the doubt.
Oh
you,
my
you go for
goodness!
It.
And now
That's
he's just
huge
chopping
chops
him.
here.
Yeah, if you're
Now a nice
taking Aaron Slade, oh wait a minute! Just as I
big
say
kick.
that, what is
That's
this?
now what in the world got him in pump handle position?
Oh,
Oh,
wow!
what a move right there. Gets a 2 count, but a kick out. We will be right back. All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Xander Jr. got the advantage right now with his half crab in. You see Slade trying to get to the ropes, not successful with it though. So just gonna do his best to get out of it. Is now, wait a minute, Aaron Slade with a huge DDT satellite into the cover. 1, 2, kick out by Xander Jr.
It's quite clear that Aaron Slade has a fire that is still burning, and the question is, will it ever go out? He is one of the most vicious competitors.
Oh, slaps him in the back of the head here. It's now, oh my gosh. Yeah, Slade throughout almost all of his career has just had this fire that has been unmatched by anybody. He's just stomping a mud hole in Lex Xander Jr. and Xander has to catch his breath on the outside here.
Of course, we all believe that
super kick not successful. Oh, goes for a drop kick, but it's a little too late. I'm trying to go for that into a roll up here. 1, 2. Is he gonna look to steal one here? No, a kick out by Xander Jr. last second.
Of course, we all believe that he who should not be named put out that fire, at least momentarily.
Oh, wait a minute. Sliding. Boston Crab in once again. Second time we've seen the full crab in. Both times has not been successful at putting away Aaron Slade.
I don't know about you, Andrew, but I am still kind of phased here that Aaron Slade is here.
Oh my gosh, I'm completely shocked. I was I was very much under the assumption that after ESE ended, that Aaron Slade was just kind of done. It was just kind of it was his last little run, and he was going to call it quits after that, live a happy life. But here he is, looking as good as ever.
Kicking the
Putting on
face
a
off
hell of a
Alexander
show.
Jr.
I am mesmerized seeing this. It's now, wait a minute, Aaron
What is this?
Slade got him once
The
again for this
power.
huge spine buster. It's not something we can really say a lot for Aaron Slade is the power. He's usually very quick to find
Do things
find
like
a
this.
reversal. Yeah, do moves like that, find reversals, use a lot of technical maneuvers, but when you're fighting Alexander Jr., who's quite clearly a smaller competitor, I guess it's easy to just start throwing people
Again?
around.
No.
As goes for it, but not successful. Got it, but he connects with it the second time here. Is now, wait a minute, what is Alexander Jr. going to look
Oh
to do?
my
There it
goodness.
is! Exorcism version 2 into the cover here. 1, 2, no way! Kick out by Slade. We nearly
What?
saw the upset of the century right
What
there.
is Xander Jr.? What can
Wait a
he
minute,
do?
off the
Again!
rope. Another Lexorcism 2. Cover once again. 1.
What?
Kick out at 1.
What?
And Alexander Jr. cannot believe it. He just brought out 2 of his most deadly maneuvers, and neither
Going for it a
Lexorcism was
third
able to
time?
do it.
No.
Oh, Enziguri not successful. All it took was a single Lexorcism to take out Avery Irvin. It was another man quite, quite synonymous with pain, but Slade is just on a whole new level compared to Avery Irvin, apparently. As now, wait a minute, one
Uh-oh.
move could finish
Pretty
it. The
boy
Pretty
pile
Boy
driver
pile driver.
This
And
move
that's gotta do it.
has won him championships.
1, 2, no
Wow.
way.
Just by doing that, Alexander Jr. has bumped himself up.
He's just legitimized himself as a true threat in ABC.
But that doesn't mean that Aaron Slade has it easy here.
Oh, nice. That move has won him world championships in the past, and it wasn't enough to take out Lexander Jr.
Ooh.
Rough landing there for Aaron.
Oh, what is this?
Big knee to
Uh-oh.
the gut. And wait a minute.
Lex
Oh!
Factor 2!
My
That's
God.
gotta be it.
no way. 1, 2, 3.
Whoa!
No. This is why Aaron Slade will forever be considered one of the final bosses when it comes to professional
my.
wrestling. Ever so resilient is Aaron Slade. We saw him take several V-Lone kicks if it meant he was going to get the world championship. And here tonight, he's proving just that. He's taken 2 Lexorcism 2s and a Lex Factor 2 and is still in this matchup, still trying to make his way up to his feet, but Xander Jr. keeps knocking him down, but he's getting right back up and knocked down
Goodness.
again.
Oh my, four rolling elbows.
Vicious right now is Alexander Jr. This is the
what can you
one
do?
thing I've got to pride Alexander Jr. on. He's so quick thinking and so quick to realize when somebody is up and takes that opportunity. We saw it in his match against Avery Irvin. Avery Irvin kipped up out of 2 huge maneuvers, and
Wait a
both
minute.
times was immediately chopped back down. What in the world?
Oh
What
my
a move
goodness!
by Slade! Cover here, 1, 2, 3, it got him the victory! A vicious facebuster. Let's take a look back at that vicious Lexorcism. I was fairly
This
certain
was
this
the
one was
second
going to
one.
do it. Yeah, I was fairly
One
certain that was.
count.
I was mesmerized to see that. But then look at this huge pop-up into a brutal facebuster. I don't even know what to call this really, but it was enough to get the job done. And Aaron Slade has defeated Lexander Jr. in ABC.
And I certainly, as I'm sure everybody, hopes to see more of Aaron Slade in ABC, and that this isn't just a one-off. I mean, what an incredible
Definitely.
signing.
Yeah, this was just a fantastic match all the way around. It was so exciting to see a man that many people thought was kind of done with wrestling, but sure enough, Slade performed here tonight. Wait a minute.
Here comes Hendrix Cobb.
Cobb's music starting to play here. Maybe Hendrix Cobb is looking to get his hands on Aaron Slade next and make himself a big star. Slade, of course, has gotten out of the ring at this point and has kind of started to head towards the back, but Hendrix Cobb's music playing through the arena here. Of course, Cobb was part of the first pop quiz, fought Caleb Bowden. Of course, we all know the story of that matchup.
Yeah, they went to a time limit draw, and unfortunately, after the match, Caleb Bowden took it upon himself to attack Hendrix Cobb. And a little bit later in the night on Pop Quiz, when we found out why that was.
Yeah, of course, Caleb Bowden and Hendrix Cobb seem to have had a little bit of history in the past, knowing each other before. Caleb Bowden really got popular and into the mainstream with ESC, and then had a little run-in at a club, it sounded like, and obviously words were exchanged. It looks like some words are looking to come from Hendrix Cobb here.
Sadly, tonight, Pop Quiz 2, I won't be wrestling tonight, man. I really wanted to, but I need to come out here tonight and really get my point across. Because what happened at Pop Quiz 1 really, really aching me, really getting on my nerves. And I had to talk, and I had to talk my talk, and that talk is to Caleb Bowden. Because what you did after that match is just something I can't leave in the past, bro. And let me tell you something, boy. Because of our history, bro, I was going to let it go. I was like, finally, he's going to accept me as an equal like you didn't do back in that club all those years ago. Because back in that club, when you said I wasn't equal, we weren't equal, it really pissed me off. But finally, when I got in that one-on-one match with you, and we competed, and we fought, and we got a draw, I finally thought to myself, maybe he finally sees that we're equal. And you gave me that handshake. And I was like, yes. And then what did you do? You became that snake in the grass that you did. You left me back in Atlanta and left me to rot, and you attacked me and hit me in the back of the head. And all I gotta say, bro, is this business changes you, man. And it's sad to see. So that's why at Pop Quiz 3, I want my run back.
All right.
I'm gonna show you why. I'm not just equal to you, I'm better than you.
Strong words from Hendrix Cobb there, saying he's better than Caleb Bowden.
Definitely.
But going into our next match,
Here
one of the
we
most
go.
anticipated contests of the night, John Antipote finally debuting against Costa Stapleton. Both of these men, first time on Pop Quiz Show.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see these two men compete. Of course, John Antipote for a while has been a highly anticipated star. People have been looking forward to seeing what he can do in the ring just as much as they've been looking forward to see this man, Costa Stapleton. Stapleton, of course, making his way out here tonight with his wonderful girlfriend, Mallory. Of course, we saw
I love Mallory.
a lot of people seem to. It's a great look for Costa Stapleton to come out here with Mallory, but also just looking as good as he does in that nice blazer. Costas, of course, saw his debut a while back, fought Polly Donst in a very one-sided affair.
Costa Stapleton. So people have been wanting to see what he looks like up against a real challenger, a real opponent, and that's why I think John Antipote is the perfect man to step foot in the ring with him for his first real contest.
Most definitely. Costa Stapleton has been getting a lot of high praises from his trainer, that being Alex G, and we're going to finally see if he lives up to those praises that G has been giving him, but he's got a big challenge ahead of him, that being the debuting John Antipote.
Of course, we saw his vignette, one of the earlier vignettes we see for ABC Talent, and it was incredible. It was it definitely
was a very
showed
nice
us
vignette.
something that John Antipote is going to bring to the table is his ability to use moves in reverse.
Oh, very interesting. Well, here comes Antipote fired up here in his debut match, and what a place to do it. We saw the success of Pop Quiz 1, and at Pop Quiz 2, we're finally getting to see John Antipode. Antipode looks very ready for this matchup.
I'm ready for this matchup. This is a semi-main event tonight, Andrew, and I am excited to see what these two men have in store for ABC.
Most definitely. Since the announcement that Pop Quiz 2 was happening and these two men were going to be facing off against each other, I have been looking forward to this matchup in specific, and I cannot wait to see if it lives up to the hype.
Absolutely. John Antipode in the ring, matchup underway. You were saying the Pop Quiz 2 announcement, but we have another special announcement. Ladies and gentlemen,
yes,
Pop
sir.
Quiz 3 is on the way. It is happening. It is going to be out there soon, and we are so excited to share our next special event with you.
Yeah, Pop Quiz 3 is going to be a fantastic one if it's like this one, but match underway. And here we go, John Antipode versus Costas Stapleton, semi-main event.
Costas and John sizing each other up, and now Costas with his cocky attitude on display as John
big forearm and
Antipode.
some nice strikes here by Antipode. It's now Antipode telling him to come on, and here comes Costas. Two big headbutts, and now just John away. And he gets immediately rocked to the jaw, and then there's a nice back fist.
These are
Nice
two of
counter
our
by John Antipode. Goes for a big boot.
these are two of our larger singles competitors. Wow.
Oh, what a move right there. Regal Plex, but only gets a 1 count.
In regards to height, though, these are two of our larger singles competitors, so I think this is really a good matchup. Of course, Costas, you can just see the mass. He definitely is winning.
Very
the
well
mass
built.
department.
It's a beautiful exploder suplex right there. Costas really just has the look of an all-around star, and if he can pick up a big victory in this matchup, then he might just prove that he is one. See a nice counter there by John Antipode, and what is he looking to do here? Oh my goodness! Nice maneuver there by John Antipode. I don't know what you'd call that really, but he's calling Costas back up to his feet here. Antipode now runs straight for him, and a crossbody sends both men over the top rope. And Antipode is fired up here.
Risk gets reward there as John Antipode sends both men to the outside, but
Now, what is he looking to do? He's got Costas up, and oh my goodness, a nice slam.
that had to hurt.
Most definitely. This is going to throw Costas Stapleton back in the ring here. And this is the most offense we've seen on Costas Stapleton so far in his tenure here in ABC, and almost a 2 count there. Solid 1. About 2 minutes into this matchup. Now off the ropes, John Antipode goes for a dropkick to the back, not successful, and Costas makes him pay with an inverted DDT. That's now. Wait a minute, Costas Stapleton here. Nice face buster into the cover here. 1, 2, kick out by John Antipode.
I've noticed about Costas is he brings Mallory to the ring, but I think he's so confident in his ability to win contests. She goes right to the back.
Yeah, it's really just there to make him look better during the entrance. He doesn't really need her for the matchup. He's just that confident in his own ability that he doesn't need someone watching over him. Is what in the world is he doing here? Just gonna slam Antipode down, and there's a look at that mask that we were just talking about. Not an easy maneuver to hit on a bigger guy like John Antipode, but Costas made it look so easy as a nice knee drop to follow.
Goes for a cover here.
1, 2, kick out at 1.9 once again. Some near 2 counts, but we haven't seen an official one yet. And Benny, I gotta ask you here. It's the first time I've done it tonight. Who you got coming out of this matchup with the victory?
You know, the easy answer is Costas Stapleton, but John Antipode, I think he's so excited to finally be on ABC programming that he's going to find a way to pull out a win.
God, a reverse
That could
elbow.
give him the win.
That was vicious.
Costas
Threw
Stapleton.
Costas off the ropes, twisted his body, and nailed him with a beautiful back elbow.
Although I will say John Antipode's been a little bit discouraged. Earlier tonight, we saw him thanking Key Dynasty for the opportunity tonight. And Key, Our ABC CEO Key Dynasty assured him that it wasn't John he was interested in, it was Costas, but that if John were able to pick up the win here tonight, he might be in the eye of the ABC CEO.
Now, wait a minute. Costas Stapleton, small package driver out of nowhere. 1, 2. Kick out, though, by John Antipode. I brought this up during the entrance. The praise that Costas Stapleton was getting from his trainer, that being Alex G, but we've also seen just how much Shooter Key Dynasty is a fan of Costas Stapleton. A lot of praise for Costas coming into ABC.
Yeah, you can tell that Shooter sees a lot of himself.
Nice knee drop by Costas Stapleton.
Of course, in a wrestling world where a lot of our talent is smaller.
Oh, referee goes down, and Antipode was able to slide out of the way with a big boot and connects with a nice maneuver right there.
Referee just barely up, but a little bit late to the count.
1, 2. And that lateness right there from the referee could have potentially cost John Antipode the win right there. As now, wait a minute. A nice reverse suplex by Mr. Reverse, that being John Antipode. Antipode sitting in the corner here telling Costas, is that really all you got? What is he looking to do next here? I'll be waiting for Antipode to get up to hit some sort of vicious maneuver. We've already seen that back elbow earlier. Goes for a reverse heel kick, not successful though, as now Costas just going to kick him in the head. A little bit of disrespect there from Costas Stapleton.
Uh-oh.
Forgotten what in the world is Stapleton looking to do here.
Center of the ring. Oh my God.
My goodness, into the cover here. 1, 2.
Not successful there, but you know, look at this John Antipode back elbow to Costas.
Yeah.
We haven't seen.
It really showed this kind of resilience here.
We haven't seen a lot of Costas, but it is very odd to see him reeling. I mean, he's not in firm control of this contest whatsoever.
Yeah,
ooh, big knee.
A lot of people, after watching his debut match against Paulie Dons, were kind of just under the assumption that we were going to see a lot of those types of matches for Costas, those quick, easy wins for him. And tonight, obviously, John Antipode has given him all he's got. It's Antipode up from the top rope here. And, goes for an elbow to a standing Costas, but Costas was able to get out of the way as now Stapleton, another Regal flag.
Wow.
Wait a minute. Throws Stapleton, Antipode in the corners now. What is Costas Stapleton going to look to do? Off the ropes he goes, and here comes a knee drop. No! Antipode able to get out of the way. Costas landed hard on that knee here, as now he's going to turn him around, and John Antipode, beautiful maneuver right there. Into the cover here. Is that going to do it? 1, 2, 3. No!
Wow.
Costas last second gets the shoulder up, and let's take another look at this vicious maneuver. Just,
boom.
Oh my gosh.
Costas in control now.
Yeah, able to get the advantage on that replay. Just taking it here to Antipode. That's Costas Stapleton now. Throws Antipode into the corner here. A big punch to the face. Another big punch to the face. That's now going to throw him hard into the other corner here. What does he have planned? It's a big knee to the gut. As Costas now heads back up to the middle rope here. And Costas Stapleton, another nice knee drop right there.
You asked me earlier tonight, Andrew, who I thought would come out the victor. But what about you? What's your pick for this matchup?
John Antipode able to get out of the way. Right now, honestly, I'm giving the advantage to John Antipode. He's coming in with a lot of fire under his belt. And right now, he's putting on a hell of a matchup.
He's got
here.
the rope
He's
there.
got the rope, yeah. I don't know if referees saw that or if it was even intentional there by John Antipode, but got a little bit of an advantage there from it. Almost got himself a 3 count off of this John Antipode now. What's he looking to do here? Off the ropes, and gonna go under here. Gonna go under once again, and goes for a twisting axe handle. Was not successful with it. Now Costas Stapleton, suplex position. No, a nice counter here by John Antipode. And there's that back elbow again. And John Antipode going to the corner, might be setting up for a vicious maneuver here. Waiting for Costas Stapleton to to get up to his feet here. And oh, a huge heel kick to follow. As now, wait a minute. John
John is
Antipode
looking to end it.
could be
He's looking to finish it.
for the lights out. Here we go. Runs straight towards Costas, but Costas able to get a counter off.
John Antipode
Now,
almost
wait
put
a
the
minute.
match away.
John Antipode in some trouble here as Costas just going to spin him round and around.
Oh, no.
And now Costas Stapleton might be looking for one final maneuver to end it all here. He's got him up on the shoulders. And
Oh,
what
man.
in the world? As,
Oh, my God.
Wait a minute. What a move by
God's
Costas.
last
2-3. And Costas Stapleton with the God's last gift picks up the victory in a hard-fought matchup. Let's take a look back at this beautiful God's last gift. Had him up in fireman's carry position and then brought him straight down into that
Folding
vicious
him
maneuver.
in half.
That was incredible. What a showing for both men. But for Costas Stapleton, is able to pick up a decisive victory.
Look at him, confident in his win, but you can tell he's worn out. We're going to take things backstage here.
Yeah.
There's Lex Zander Jr.
Yeah, Zander Jr., of course, a little upset about what happened earlier. And wait a minute. Is that Duco?
We saw these men backstage on an exhibition match,
Yeah,
and now
Duco now. Offering the
they're
handshake.
shaking hands.
Wow.
And ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the night. It is the
Here we go.
main event of Pop Quiz 2. Douglas Ford, the man who won the Fatal 4-Way contest featuring winners from Pop Quiz 1 earlier in the night, to get to this matchup. And he is going to be facing our ABC champion, all that DeMarcus Voden.
This matchup right here is going to be a great one. Of course, like you said, Douglas Ford in our opening contest, and he's definitely coming out for this matchup a little worse for wear. Of course, Douglas Ford in the opening contest took a spinal shatter and has only had a couple hours to really recuperate from that. And obviously, those spinal shatters are going to do a number on you. So Douglas Ford is not going into this matchup at 100%. He's facing a game-bred DeMarcus Voden.
Yeah, but I want to reiterate that all four of the men in the opening contest won their matches, and 3 of them definitely would have given DeMarcus Voden a run for his money here for the ABC Championship.
I think you misinterpreted. Only 2 of them would give him a run for his money. That being the man in this matchup now, Douglas Ford, and obviously Skater Punk Diego Splitter. Diego Splitter.
Yeah, Shooter definitely knew what he was doing when he put those 4 men in the ring.
Yeah, just one man to destroy Skater Punk Scotty, and the rest can just fight. But
As we await the arrival.
and here comes our world champion. Here comes all that DeMarcus Voden making his way out to the ring. Had the pleasure of getting to call a lot of DeMarcus Voden matches, and here tonight, I'm expecting another fantastic match. Of course, last Pop Quiz faced off against the first ever winner of an ABC contest, that being Kelly Kidd, and what was a fantastic match. Came out with the victory after a commercial break, instantly hit a rocket power kick, and was able to pin Kelly Kidd for the 3 count. Now here tonight, going up against a much bigger opponent than Douglas Ford, but DeMarcus Voden looks ready for this matchup.
DeMarcus Voden won this championship, this prestigious championship, on the last show of ESC Cataclysm 2, where he beat ABC CEO Key Dynasty for what was then known as the World Championship. And Key Dynasty since then has been on a quest to get that belt off of the waist of DeMarcus Voden.
Well, he has a great opportunity of having it potentially happen here, but we're going to go over to championship introductions real quick.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the ABC Championship. Introducing the challenger, weighing in at 293 pounds from Denton, Texas, Douglas Ford. And introducing the champion, weighing in at 202 pounds from Atlanta, Georgia, this is All That DeMarcus Voden.
Alrighty, here we go. Championship introductions have concluded. Of course, both men getting a look at that prestigious ABC World Championship in this matchup. Soon to get underway. Referee holding the title in the air. That's what these two men are fighting for.
What a beautiful
Douglas
belt.
Ford. Yeah, just a great belt for a great company. Douglas Ford, DeMarcus Voden. Your main event is underway. 30-minute time limit. Here we go. Both men just going to square off here in a collar and elbow tie-up to start us off. And DeMarcus quick to get the advantage.
I would say that this
Douglas
matchup
Ford
is.
powering out.
I would say this matchup's on an even playing field because
Under.
Douglas Ford
Whoa,
has.
over.
Wait a minute. Whoa!
Oh, nice drop kick. I'm more mesmerized at the fact that Douglas Ford got over like that, but see both of these men just trying to gain some composure. It's a nice move right there by Douglas Ford, who comes in with a big boot.
But, Douglas Ford, he went through a grueling matchup earlier tonight, and DeMarcus Voden's a fresh man.
Oh my, what a crossbody for Douglas.
Goes for a cover here.
1, 2, kick out. Listen, I'm aware that Douglas Ford went through a hell of a match earlier on in the night, but if he's able to just stay on the gas like he is right now, I think we could be seeing the new world champion. Shooter might get his wish of watching that title get off of DeMarcus Voden. But what a strike there from DeMarcus.
I don't know why Shooter doesn't just get in the ring with DeMarcus and take it.
Oh my gosh! Because when you have somebody like Douglas Ford, why would you need to?
That's fair.
It's now a huge clothesline by Ford.
Shooter doesn't really like to get his hands dirty. That's why he had top of the class doing all of his dirty work for him back in ESC. Wow!
Nice move by Douglas Ford into the cover once again. 1, 2, kick out at 1. It's now off the ropes. Oh, goes for another big boot. Not successful with that one. And DeMarcus Voden gonna look to roll him up here. Do an early win here. 1, 2. Oh, tried to make it an early night. Was not successful. But a close count early in this matchup is now a huge elbow, and DeMarcus landed kind of hard off that one as well. It's now, wait a minute, Douglas Ford with a nice strike here. Both of these men still very much in the feeling out process right now, but Douglas Ford just wearing down DeMarcus with these vicious strikes. As now a huge exploder into the corner. What power.
Having championship matches like this in year 0 is huge for anyone competing for the belt.
Oh my goodness.
Because when we finally get into year
1,
1, going in as
2,
champion could
kick
be
out by
a
DeMarcus.
huge advantage for anybody who
most
potentially would have that belt. Shooter definitely does not want that man to be
Now
DeMarcus
a
Voden.
big neck right here from Douglas Ford to DeMarcus Voden. Most definitely not, but how do you think Shooter's going to feel if DeMarcus Voden is able to just seemingly run the gauntlet through year 0, and by the time year 1 comes around, still champion?
I think Shooter will not let that happen. He'll start progressively putting DeMarcus
Douglas
in
Ford,
more
vicious
difficult
maneuvering
matches.
right now. I mean, we're seeing that here with Douglas Ford, but also that fatal 4-way could have gone any way. Like, Skater Punk Scotty could have somehow pulled out that victory. This was just kind of the luck of the draw for Shooter, able to see Douglas Ford come out with the victory.
Ooh.
That's
A
a
huge bulldog.
beautiful combo there by DeMarcus.
You can tell that Key Dynasty is still trying to play face. He's not necessarily putting DeMarcus up against unstoppable odds, but a threat nonetheless.
Yeah, but you know that the second DeMarcus gets closer to year 1 with that title, we are going to see more and more.
Ooh.
Oh my God! Tough challenges for DeMarcus Voden. Into the cover here from Douglas Ford. Referee really slowing in the count there. 1, 2, and a kick out there by DeMarcus Voden. Could have been seeing a 3 count if the referee wasn't slow into the count there. As now just a big flurry of elbows here and going to slam DeMarcus back down on the mat.
Douglas dragging DeMarcus closer to the center. Oh no, and here comes
here we
those
go.
huge senton.
Senton! We saw him hit a plethora of these earlier in the night, and another senton. Are we looking at a trifecta here? Here comes number 3. Of course, we see DeMarcus Voden's brother, that being Caleb Voden, use a lot of trifectas. That moon with the moonsault, of course, the ball and elbow. But now it's the other way around as he went for a 4th but was not successful with it. This is now DeMarcus Voden going to run into Douglas Ford there off the ropes, quick to make an adjustment, but once again, Ford just running right into him and then getting the advantage with a neck breaker.
You know, as fellow commentator Jim Something would say, when it comes to those trifecta of moves, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
You know, also as Jim Something would say, Douglas Ford should be world champion instantly. He likes his look. He's a big Haas wrestler. Oh my God.
I'm sure Jim Something, along with Key Dynasty, would be furious if DeMarcus walked away with the belt tonight.
I know that Jim is watching in the back, hands clasped, just pleading that Douglas Ford picks up the victory here. But DeMarcus Voden right now with the advantage, but commentators curse immediately. The advantage swings to Douglas Ford. As now Ford, oh my goodness, from the apron, taking down DeMarcus. Now Douglas Ford just with ease picks up DeMarcus Voden. And oh my God, just slams him right into the guardrail.
And those metal guardrails are unforgiving. We've seen other types of guardrails that have a little bit of padding on them, but that's just straight metal bars.
Straight metal. And we watched earlier on in the night Aaron Slade sling Alexander Jr. into one of them. It's just been a bad night if you've been anywhere near a guardrail.
Absolutely.
Referee had a 6 count here. Of course, championship advantage does apply if these 2 men are counted out. DeMarcus Voden will retain the title, but it seems as if Douglas Ford is going to fix this problem.
Oh, God. He's thinking about using a weapon. And
yeah, that would also
decides
cause
not to.
a disqualification, which would give DeMarcus Voden the championship, would allow him to retain. Whereas title can only change hands by pinfall or submission unless stated otherwise. And right now, DeMarcus Voden is in a heap of trouble as a senton.
And you know just as well as I do that DeMarcus, while he would gladly like
another
to retain,
senton.
he does not
Jim
want to
Something
win by DQ.
right now is most definitely saying if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That is a total of 7 sentons in this matchup. Cover now 1, 2, and a kick out by DeMarcus Voden. If you're counting the sentons from earlier in the night as well, we are at a total of like 12.
Yeah, a lot of sentons here tonight,
Now,
but Douglas
Jesus.
Ford.
Nice knee here by Douglas Ford. I mean, but when you have that much weight, why not just lay it all on your opponent? I think it's a brilliant maneuver by, oh my God, Douglas Ford just getting chopped here by DeMarcus, but he's still up on his feet. A 3rd chop, and we're going to be right back after a commercial break. All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, and DeMarcus Voden in a very precarious position as here comes a full-speed Douglas Ford with a vicious dropkick, and that could do it right there. 1, 2, and a kick out last second for DeMarcus.
Of course, as we know, the main event has a 30-minute time limit. That's plenty enough time for either one of these men to find a way to pick up a victory.
Most definitely is. Wait a minute. A huge body press once again there by Douglas Ford.
What do you think's running through the mind of Douglas Ford right now? I mean, he's inches away from becoming potentially the new ABC champion.
What a nice slam there. Oh, and you can see DeMarcus Voden in a lot of pain. He's going to have to get checked up on by the referee here. I think right now Douglas Ford is just currently thinking about how close he is to potentially becoming champion, not letting those nerves get to him, and then obviously how quickly he can end this. He's not in this matchup at 100% and can really gas out at any moment as a big knee right there. And wait a minute! DeMarcus might steal one here! 1, 2! Oh, a kick out last second for Douglas Ford. As DeMarcus Bowden, now another big double chop right there. Still can't take him down. Douglas Ford went for a big boot, was not successful with it. Now, wait a minute, DeMarcus looking to make him pay here. Big punch, followed up by a kick. As now DeMarcus Bowden off the ropes here. And a huge back elbow sends Douglas into the corner. And DeMarcus going to keep it going. Bulldog!
What a series of strikes and moves
What
there.
a nice combo there for our world champion. Off the ropes for DeMarcus Bowden, and a nice leg drop. Gonna look to go off the ropes again, and a twisting leg drop, but no, Douglas gets out of the way. As now Douglas Ford, big punch, followed up by some more strikes here. Off the ropes he goes, and oh my gosh, what a nice clothesline. Now, wait a minute, gonna throw DeMarcus into the corner, and DeMarcus just bouncing out of the corner with ease there. Such strength from the challenger, Douglas Ford.
I think that's the biggest problem with this matchup.
Now, oh, nice counter there by DeMarcus.
But whenever Douglas gets in control, it's just, I mean, you know, he's sheer dominance.
Yeah,
However,
he's just so
DeMarcus
big.
is in control now.
It's just difficult for DeMarcus Bowden to really do a lot because Douglas Ford is just so good at enduring pain. Move by DeMarcus Bowden.
DeMarcus sending Douglas back into the ring here on the apron.
What is he looking to do here? That's
Springboard.
what a
Wow.
beautiful plancha there by DeMarcus Bowden, who's now going to look to head to the top rope here. And what does he have in mind? Taking him a little bit of time to get up there. Definitely a little bit gassed, but still going to give it his all. Here is our world champion from the top, crossbody. Now, DeMarcus Bowden waiting for Douglas Ford to get up to his feet here, and instead just going to enziguri him back down while he's on a knee. Now, wait a minute, gonna go back up to the top rope here. This is a long distance for a very gassed DeMarcus Bowden. Douglas Ford once again starting to make his way back up to his feet. Douglas gonna turn around and side steps a missile dropkick. Off the ropes he goes as now Douglas Ford, big punch to the face. As Douglas gonna send DeMarcus over the top rope and crashing onto the outside.
Oh, man. DeMarcus really has to get control of this matchup if he hopes to pick up a victory here.
Most definitely. DeMarcus Bowden has just been taking a beating so far from Douglas Ford. As what in the world does he have planned here? Is Ford got him up on the shoulders, fireman's carry position. We're gonna bring him down. As just gonna slam him right into the ring post and slam him on the mat on the ground after. Excuse me. That's a big axe handle to follow it there from Douglas Ford.
Ford smart there by using his environment to his advantage. It can't be a disqualification, even though it's not technically part of the wrestling match. I mean, you're allowed to slam your opponent into the ring post.
Yeah, of course. Idle object rule does apply for anybody that is just starting to get into wrestling. If you are to, well, we saw a count reset there, excuse me. What a move! If you are to put any sort of weapon, whether it's a chair, table, kendo stick, or just, oh my gosh, anything on the outside, like those steps, you can use those as long as you are not actively trying to hit somebody with them. If you're just looking to slam someone on them, it's completely legal. That is the idle object rule that will apply.
Of course, 9 out of 10 times, the referee's going to do his best to get that weapon, out of the way.
Every once in a while, you'll see a vicious slam onto some sort of object, but a huge suplex right there.
Going for a cover.
2. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
Ooh. Nearly saw the title loss right there for DeMarcus Bowden. Put his foot up on the ropes. Referee did not end up seeing it, but he was able to get the shoulder up anyways. And DeMarcus Bowden right now still in a lot of trouble. It's Douglas Ford doing a great job at taking the champion down. Big strike.
Club
right
to
there.
the back.
And oh my God, a big boot to follow. But DeMarcus somehow trying to get back up and get a flurry of offense.
Here he comes.
2 huge clotheslines. Off the ropes he goes. Drop kick. And DeMarcus Bowden seemingly out of nowhere takes the advantage.
This could be his moment.
Just waiting for Douglas Ford to get up to his feet here. DeMarcus standing and waiting.
Oh!
What a moonsault to the back of Douglas Ford. Oh my goodness.
Both
and
men.
DeMarcus is rattled after that one as well. It wasn't a pretty landing for him, but definitely got the better of the two men as he's up on his feet, and Douglas just kind of trying to find his footing here. As
Oh,
now
wait a minute,
DeMarcus
DeMarcus.
rocket power kick, but not successful. As now, wait a minute, Douglas Ford going into the corner here, and what does he have planned? He's got him up on the shoulder for a snake eyes.
Oh, this is
Now
Douglas.
off the ropes he goes. Referee goes down, and a
Oh!
huge clothesline for Douglas Ford. As now Douglas into the cover here.
But referee is not.
Referee was down and was starting to make his way up to his feet. Douglas didn't realize it still might be able to get a 3 count here. But no, a kick out
man.
for DeMarcus, and you can clearly tell that we would have been seeing a new world champion crown. Douglas Ford had that pinfall in for at least a good 4 seconds before the referee began his count.
Absolutely. That saved DeMarcus Foden big time. The referee
Most
just
definitely.
accidental,
Yeah,
just
it was
one of
just-
those things.
It was just inadvertently in the way of Douglas Ford as he bounced off the ropes and ended up paying for it. But
Oh,
now
God.
Douglas Ford going to look to keep the attack going here. And a superplex!
Going for a cover.
That could do it right there. That's another vicious maneuver for Ford. And oh, nearly gets the 3 count, but just shoulder rolls up for DeMarcus Foden there. You
He's
gotta
about-
think we're getting closer to the end stages of this matchup, at least in Douglas Ford's behalf.
Yeah, I'm
We're
about as
just waiting
shocked
to
as
get up to his
Douglas
feet.
that DeMarcus is
Douglas
still in this
Ford
thing.
just waiting for DeMarcus to get up here. And wait a minute, we might be seeing ourselves a
Whoa!
recover bump. DeMarcus though with a counter. DeMarcus gets a counter. Referee into the count. 1, 2. No, a kick out for Douglas Ford. But DeMarcus off the ropes. He's gonna go. Rocket power
To
kick.
the back!
A rocket power kick to the back into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and DeMarcus Foden retains the ABC World Championship. What a match and what a main event. There's that vicious rocket power kick to the back once again. And then
Douglas Ford
after
did
that, it
not
was
see
all
that
she
coming.
wrote.
And I don't
Most
think
definitely not.
Shooter did either. He has got to be pissed.
Honestly, kind of brilliant, though, for DeMarcus Foden. Obviously hit that moonsault to the back earlier, so why not go right back to it?
Ladies
There
and
is your
gentlemen,
world champion
thank
still
you for
reigning.
joining us. Pop quiz 2, DeMarcus Foden retains. And
Wait
what
a
the-
minute, what the hell?
Oh!
AJ King!
Oh my
AJ
God!
King comes in with a kendo stick and proceeds to attack DeMarcus Foden, making his mark known. AJ King.
Daddy wasn't there to take me to the fair. It seems he doesn't care.
Let's begin now. 360. I woke up this morning and I said, instead of waiting for a good day to happen, waiting around through ups and downs,